So we haven't touched GT racing in a good few months, and I've got to be honest, it does show. So, beginning of this race, I'm going to back out and let the other cars go past, because I don't want to take anyone else out with me, especially at turn 1. And talk about jumping right into the deep end as well, because GT2 racing, mid-Ohio, in the rain, what a way to come back, right? Anyway, going around turn 1, we've already had one car go off the track, so we are actually in one piece. Backing out, letting these guys figure out where they need to be, and just watching what is developing. And developed, that car did not. A car ended up going the wrong way. Porsche ends up going to the side of me, and thankfully I managed to stay onto the track. I think they got a 2-second penalty for that as well. Look at that. So the penalty system working its magic, although yeah, I'm not too sure what that's about. Anyway, braking down to second gear, turning in, and really trying not to hit the car on the right, left. But I get punted by the car behind me, which is Ford GT40, if I'm looking at that correctly, just in the rear view mirror. And yeah, the GT40 driver is very touchy-feely. Yeah, they don't know much about personal space or anything, in fact, about personal space. Porsche has gone gardening. Really into the deep end of the garden centre, and out the other side we went. But as you can expect, no traction control in the wet. It was never going to end well. Aston Martin in a Red Bull livery, so that's never going to end well. And someone in the GT40, it's just all downhill for me, I've got to be honest. That BMW did look to make a move at the inside, but they had really good brakes there. Credit where credit's due, really good brakes. Two cars battling up in front, and I think they're just both losing rather than one person gaining. They're not trying to get past each other. It's like they're both battling so heavily that they're both just losing pure pace. So it is kind of unique, I must say. Coming around for the start of lap 3, we are doing okay. We're up to position 16, which I think is okay, considering it's been a good few months since I've been at GT2 racing, and it's been a long time since I've been to GT Mid-Ohio as well. I did think that BMW was going to squeeze me, but the BMW took the GT40 out, so that's really helpful of them. So thank you for that. That was much appreciated. I don't even know if that was a planned attack. It just seems so coincidental. It's just totally normal. It wasn't, you know, chaotic like it usually is. But we are getting a free cone from somewhere, by the looks of that. Braking down the second gear and turning in. BMW nearly went into the back of me and managed to not actually go into the back of me and survive. Aston Martin went gardening as well, but I think they've actually didn't really lose much speed. So they're managing to get a bit of pace back. I'm going to overtake anyway. But we're making gains though. We're getting away from P12 behind, sending it down here. Look at our braking point, which is here, just as the wall goes in for the stands. Turning in, coming a little bit hot, but managing to survive. Turning for this corner now, kick of the tail and accelerating out to the side. Coming around here, down in second gear, and then accelerating again out the side. A little bit of tail happiness. Aston Martin does give me the encouragement to go off track, so very much appreciated there. Although I was semi out of control, I would have just slid around that corner, but the Aston Martin decided it's just to make sure that I stay committed to falling off that track, which is fair enough. Grumpy Man to the right hand side in the Viper, which the Viper is actually quite nice to drive, I must say. I don't need your colours on my car, Viper. Really don't need them. I've got my own colours. You can keep your red. And I can keep my green, white and black. Either way though, that was a hell of a slide from Grumpy Man behind us, and then they've got off track at the start and finish line. That little pit there is pretty ruthless. By lap 9, I'm looking at my tyre wear going, yeah, do you know what, I should pit. There's some people that have pit already, some people is in the pits now, and some people that haven't pit. And I've got to be honest, I've got a feeling these tyres will not last to the end. So I'm choosing to pit. Yeah, this isn't the wisest of ideas, because I'm in lap 13 now and I'm still 8.5 seconds away from the cars up in front. Although Goblet Cosmic has pitted, And yes, I'm alright. I'm 30 seconds away from the grumpy man behind, but the grumpy man behind did fall off the track again. Or something happened. Either way, it cost them almost 30 seconds. I am not catching up to that pack up in front, and we only have 1 lap remaining. I got a feeling their tyres have got to be destroyed. Like, you know, I was on about 40% tyre wear when I went into the pits quite a few laps ago, and it just doesn't seem to be benefiting me because I'm still 8 seconds away at the moment. Even on the final lap for the final few corners, I'm 5.5 seconds away from the pack of cars up in front. But thankfully, though, we don't finish the race in last position. I mean, we're certainly not far from it. I think quite a few people did quit the race as I come sliding around this corner in pure style. Gaining a load of style points, but it's seriously 0 positions right there. I got to be honest with you. But there, I do finish the race in position 12. We're going to head over to Nürburgring now, where I actually find some talent. But before we get there, I'd like to take a moment out to thank our channel members, which are Jeffrey Anderson, Andy Go Sigmatic, DMC Motorsport, Daniel Adams, Crazy 8, AK47, and Sapphire. Thank you guys ever so much for supporting the channel. And don't forget, if you like what you're watching here, like and subscribe. I've changed my car. We are now running the BMW M8. It is a 3-lap race. I am on soft tyres because I want to pit each lap, or I might go soft and then hard for the latter 2 laps. Also, I've adjusted the tune on this car, so it's actually really stable and very well planted. But the green Porsche backs off right down to the back end of the race. I'm not too sure what their plan of action is. I did start off in position 2. There's not many of us in this race. I think there was a total of 8 of us, but brake for this corner now. Ferraris, in the typical Ferrari fashion, have no idea what a brake pedal is and end up managing to go into the back of me because somehow I'm their brake. Yeah, go figure. You know, I mean, saving on brake pads must be a new tactic in racing that I have no clue about. But going through here now, we are squiggly but stable and in one piece, 0.6 seconds away from the Ferrari behind, and hopefully we can keep sending it through here now. Yes, Ferrari followed and went guarding and hit the wall, so that is our position secure, providing I don't follow the same suit as that Ferrari, especially coming around for this corner here, which, as you all know, there's no chance I'm taking that flat out, letting off ever so slightly. I'd rather lose a few temps and be stable than gain a few temps and be in that barrier in front of me. So coming around here now, there we are, accelerating out this side. One thing I'd like to point out, I don't think my gear ratios are very optimal for this track layout. I don't really end up going into 6th gear, so there is that hanging me a little bit slower. But I don't think in the grand scheme of things it was all that much. The car still put up a really good fight and a really good battle, and I think with a little bit of talent that I discovered in the shoebox under the stairs, that we did okay, to be fair. I mean, we're 4.6 seconds away from Awesome Man 74258. Was that? Yeah, behind, which is really nice. That was really close. Braking down to 2nd gear, turning in here, and so on the other side. I'm looking at those clouds and thinking it's going to rain, but I forget that Forza removed variable weather, sadly. It does look like it wants to. It really does. And I've got to be honest, it would be awesome to have that variable weather back again. Braking for this corner now. This corner is kind of dicey. You can carry a lot of speed through it, but you got to get it just right. And the braking zone here, yep, it's not my most confident, but I managed it in one piece. Look at that. Oh my gosh. We are now 6 seconds away from Mam Ogram behind. We're coming down here now. Braking as the road is on the right hand side. 3rd gear around here. Probably could do with being in 2nd. And then knocking down 2nd gear for this bit here and accelerating up the hill we go. Still 6 seconds away from the cars behind, which is, like I said, really convenient. 6.4 seconds away from P3 and 8.3 seconds from P4. I will have to point out, though, they may well be on medium tyres, or they could also be on hard tyres. Which is why, although I'm actually creating a nice lead, I've really got to keep the hammer down, because when I go into the pits at the end of this lap, I need to make sure that I'm in the pits and out the other side, hopefully before they are, and if not, that I'm close enough that I can gain those positions back. It depends what my tactic is going to be at the end of this lap, whether I go for another set of softs or go for a set of hards to do the latter 2 laps of this race. But coming up here now, wow, we actually made that corner in one piece. It is dicey corner. Let off a little bit there. But I say, a bit of sweat started pouring out. And not only because I was very close to the edge there, my room's starting to get very, very warm. The computer is hot. The day today is hot. Again. So yeah, I got to try and make sure that I can keep pace and not let the heat get to me too much. 5.2 seconds away from the cars behind. I was a little bit slow through that section there. We're coming up here now, flat out until you see the curb on the right hand side. Start slowing down, 3rd gear, kissing the curb on the left, bring it onto the curb on the right. Don't go up those curves because they work against you and you will end up going into the fence. Around this corner now, so out the other side. One thing I would like to say about the BMW to the Corvette, I like the BMW more because I can hear the engine better. The Corvette, I struggle to hear the engine actually doing anything, so there's a few times I forgot to shift gears where the BMW is quite audible, which is really nice, and it drives really, really well. Coming around here now, 2nd gear into 3rd, touch of the brakes, trying to make sure you don't go into that grass there. Curb is funky, but it's okay. Just as a little dab of a runoff, but yeah, you don't want to go on it too much. Alright, braking down a 2nd gear here, kissing that curb on the left, bringing it over. You can ride that curb on the right, depending how much speed you manage to carry through yourself there. Round here now, as soon as you hit the dip, start hard on the brake pedal, down the 3rd gear, turning in, could have carried a little bit more speed there, and right out for the final section, which is pretty much flat out, balls to the walls, everything you can give it, and be as brave as you can. You see going through here now, 153 miles per hour, clicking into 5th gear, braking as the road is on the right hand side, down the 3rd, coming around this corner. It really is easy to outbrake yourself in that section because you don't realize how much speed you're carrying and how much speed you've got to reduce to get around that bank there. Coming around here now, 6.7 seconds away from position 2. I was hoping for a much bigger lead, so I'm really going to have to go into a set of hard tyres, I think, and that's going to be the way to go about it, because softs are just about making it 1 lap. Mediums may make 1.5 laps, I reckon. They're about to click onto minor wear, I think, and I reckon hards will do 2 laps. Give or take 3, maybe. We'll have to see when we get to the end and see what our tyre wear is looking like. Flat out doing 170 miles per hour. Probably could have done with reducing the rear downforce ever so slightly. We would have got more speed down this back end, but then again I would lose controllability in the track. So yeah, I'm braking ever so slightly here, down to 3rd gear, turning in and making sure we go into the pits in one piece. There we go. So easily done to hit that wall. The amount of people I've seen hit it is unreal. Right, we're going to go for hard tyres. That's going to be our strategy here, and hopefully it pays off. Okay, so everybody was pretty much on the hard tyre compound. Oh, blimey. Give it a bit of space, man. Back to front, 99. Would have been back to front then if we collided. I'll tell you that now. That would have been really interesting coming out of the pits. I wonder what the penalty system would have made of that. Probably would have blamed the people in the audience for it. I don't know. Anyway. Thank you for the ghosting system. Coming out the other side, we are now in position 4. 11 seconds away from DNL mod. And I'm not too sure who position 2 is. And I Captain Junior is in position 3. We are on the hard tyre compound, so we should be the same as everybody else, give or take. Hopefully I'll be able to reel in iCaptain Jr. up in front, who is 4.5 seconds away, and break away from back to front 99 behind. I mean, the way this car handles at the moment is lovely. That's all I can say. It really is a sweet bit of machine. You get the odd bit of sketchiness now and again when you get a bit too excited on the throttle, but other than that, it really handles exceptionally well. Look how stable it is through there, 150 miles per hour. Braking down the 2nd gear, turning in, 1 second away from back to front behind, 4.3 away from iCaptain Junior. We still got to find those seconds, so it could be found anywhere. They could have a crash. Position 1 could have a crash. I mean, 12 seconds might seem like an age away, but you got to remember this is a 12-mile track. It takes 7 minutes 18 by the looks of it. I've got on my screen there, so let's say 7 minutes without the pit. So 7 minutes, 12 seconds. 12 seconds is an accident away. One mess up where you hit a barrier and your car pretty much stops. You know, it really is not a lot, and it's so easy to be done. It's unreal. So yeah, might sound like an age away, it might look like an age away, but it's not an age away. And don't forget though, on top of that, some of the people that haven't pitted yet will have to pit. I just hope that my 6 second lead was enough. I expected more from myself personally. I think I could have done better than that. 6 seconds at the end of lap 1 on soft tyres really wasn't enough. But I think maybe I did things possibly back to front. I think I should probably started on hard tyres and work my way up. But because I was so far in the lead, I was starting to race off position 2. I thought I wanted to start on soft tyres, get ahead of the game and get out of the way. I don't know. We'll find out at the end of the race whether it benefits me or not. Let me know down in the comments below what your predictions are. It'd be really interesting to know. As we go a little bit wide through that section there, 1.8 seconds away from the car behind, annoyingly 5.7 seconds away from the car in front, so I've obviously lost 1.5 seconds, which is actually a lot, through some of those sections there. But there is time for myself to be found and to be made. Coming around here now, awful corner, awful entry to the start of the big climb. Absolutely terrible. As you can see, back to front found 7 attempts and still finding more, and also lost another second from iCaptain Junior. Yeah, the shift from soft to hard tyres was notable, very notable, and it took me a little bit to warm up to that fact of how notable it was. That's all I can say about that. Coming around here, almost flat out there, backing off so slightly. Thankfully we managed to get a good bit of speed up, so back to front only they managed to stay 1.3 seconds away, going actually a little bit too deep into that section there. Actually on the other side, 6.7 seconds away from iCaptain and 15 seconds away from position 1. Coming into the corkscrew now, really sweet, and out the other side we go. Almost 2 seconds away from back to front now, and 6.4 from iCaptain. Hopefully this section of the track we'll be able to excel. It could be the no, I was going to say that's an excuse for me catching them up, but it's not, because I'm losing time from them. Yeah, either way, coming around here now, 3rd gear, getting really brave of the track limits and really trying to push this car to see what I can do with it, you know. It's trying to be confident with the car. That's what I'm trying to get across. Be confident with the car, be confident with my own skill level. I know it's been a few months since I've been here, and GT, oh hello, there's iCaptain, 1 crash away. That's what I say. I know, you know, 12 seconds might seem a lot, 15 seconds at the leaderboard there, it seems a lot. Still 12 seconds away, and 1 pit stop as well. I'd have pointed that one out, it's another pit stop away. But yeah, it's really remembering and being confident in the car and yourself. And it's kind of hard, but we're making it work. I mean, let me know what you think down in the comments below about this driving. Yes, there is a lot of room for improvement, and I think we're going to revisit this a lot more in the future. So if you'd like to see more of this and you haven't hit that like button yet, make sure you smash that like button. Well, we're coming down here absolutely sending it balls to the walls flat out. We'll be breaking it down to 3rd gear here, and then down to 2nd gear for this corner. Thankfully, iCaptain Junior behind is still 1 second away. I can get this corner right. I might not have them in the slipstream. I don't want them in the slipstream for this back run. It's going to be the worst thing ever, because we're going to be battling all the way to the end, and the last thing we need to be is battling. Really, let's be honest. We're coming around here now, 0.8 seconds away. Come on, get on that power. Thank you. 0.8. keeping it to the right just to break that little bit of toe. And I think we might have done it. Still 0.8 seconds away. 0.9. What's my tyre wear looking like? 17.8%, 17%. Oh, wait, hold on. So I've done 17% a lap. So that's 40% after lap 2. I could have 60% after lap 3. Oh my gosh, I could have just done 3 laps on hard tyres. I mean, the last lap would have been sketchy in certain places, but it wouldn't really be too bad until towards the end of the race, and it'd probably save me, what, 40 seconds? Oh well, live and learn, I guess. Right, that's Captain Junior in the pits. Position 2 in the pits, coming out now. Position 2, well, now position 3 is going to be on soft tyres. Position 3 is in the Ferrari, but I don't think it's the same Ferrari as earlier. I'm hoping it's not, because I'm not going to be as fast as said Ferrari. And Mammogram in position 1 has chosen not to pit, which goes to show 3 laps can be done on hard tyres. Yep, go figure that. I wish I knew that before, because as you guys know, I like to play the long game sometimes and win that way rather than be all out sending it. I don't know. I like tyre management. I think, you know, each to their own. Some people like it, some people don't. I kind of like it, but I'm going to let this Ferrari through. Could have said thanks. I'm joking, man. No, but I'm going to let the Ferrari through. There's no point in me holding them up. They are going to be much quicker than myself. And, I mean, I'm in position 3. Captain Junior is 21 seconds away. Providing I don't go meet a wall from sheer stupidity, then I should be okay. I think, I hope. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, it's really interesting. I wonder what it would be like the latter part of the lap if you're on hard tyres. Would that make it that medium tyres could have done 2 laps? I mean, that would have been real sketchy towards the end. I know the fall off. I mean, the fall off on hard tyres is pretty rough as well. I'm not going to deny that. I don't know. But let me know what you guys know down in the comments below and what you think about it. Should I have gone one set of hards right through to the end? Or do you think I played it right going soft to hard? Because mediums would be too sketchy. Oh, I would have hoped more of a crash from the Ferrari front. Would have been convenient, I know. 2.5 seconds away. I mean, 14.2 seconds away from Mammogram. 40 seconds sounds like a lot, but if their tyres fall off a cliff at the latter half of the race and they struggle to keep hold of it, it's kind of convenient, because the latter part of the race is a lot of fast section with a lot of cornering, and you need the grip, you need the tyres, and you need to trust that your vehicle is going to do it and not meet many fences and walls. Coming through here now, getting really brave of those track limits and curbs. It's taken me a lot of time, but with a lot of practice of staying away from the Nurburgring curbs, because a lot of the time curbs are not friends. They kind of work against you. They're more about keeping you off the curb and in the track than supporting you through corners like a lot of other tracks can do. So yeah, it's kind of hard, as you all know. I ride a lot of curbs, so yeah. Anyway, coming through here now, getting an okay exit, getting on the power a little bit too eager. I think I should have gone on a bit smoother and would have been a lot better. 0.002 seconds up off my best, which is nothing but good. I mean, green is green. I'm around in now, just want a much better exit. I think we may have got it. Could have gone a little bit quicker. But again, if you go up that curb on the left hand side there, it's kind of rough. 3 temps up already from that one corner. That's always a good sign. 5.4 seconds away from the car in front, 15.2 from Mammogram. Yeah, there is a lot of pace to be made and be found from myself. There's no joke about that. But not bad overall. I mean, 15.5 seconds away from my Captain Junior as well. Ooh, getting close to those track limits again. 5 temps up now. Right, we're going to come around here, flat out, touch of the grass. Okay, we're still in one piece. Pushing it a little bit too hard. There we go. Settled down. Don't need to get so eager. Just need to make sure I'm stable and actually finish the race in one piece. When we're on the podium, like from position start to end, I've lost 1. And that's pretty good overall. Captain Junior 15.2. DNL mod 6 seconds away. So yeah, seriously, yes, right off that wall. Thank you ever so much. And he wasn't made out of glue. Yeah, okay. Accident number 1 only took to lap 3. Oh, I lost 2 seconds there by the looks of it. I reckon I've lost more than that. Looking at Captain, now 11 seconds away. Oh, and DNL mod is now 10 seconds away. They really are catching up to Mammogram though. They're only 5 seconds off Mammogram, and really isn't much left of this track. Oh my gosh. What? The curb pushed me back out. Okay. We're still in one piece. We lost more time. But we have not lost that much time, I don't think. Captain is 11 seconds away still. Okay. We're doing alright. We're doing alright. No more crashes. I promise. Right. Braking here. Down in 3rd gear. Turning in. I'm really curious about the 2 cars up in front, P1 and 2. It's going to be really, really interesting that when them 2 meet, because that's going to really determine what's going to happen. Because is Mammogram going to defend to the hill? Oh, our Captain quit. What? Why? All the way out here to then. We have back to front, who is 19 seconds away. Okie dokie. Tyres at 35%. So yeah, I reckon could have done 3 stints on hard tyres. But if you're probably thinking about it, you're going to be at 55% wear. Add another 20% on that. So the tyres have just started to be on minor wear. And I think actually for this latter section, you're coming back onto the back straight, 55%. You're laughing, aren't you? 57%, let's say. You're laughing, let's be honest. It's worked out in their favour massively. And I think if I went hard tyres all the way through, yeah, we could have been in for a chance for a win on that one. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, because them 2 are really battling. And if Mammogram, no, I think DNL or mod has managed to take that position. I was thinking Mammogram may really defend that position, and DNL mod may, you know, awkwardly put themselves into a situation and they both might crash. It does happen, like, you know, it's the end of the race and you're really trying to secure that last position, aren't you? But we've crossed that line on the podium, which is absolutely brilliant. Shame that that Porsche quit. Eye tracker. And 6 people finished the race. 4 people quit in the end. Wow, that's a lot. What's my best lap time? A 7:05.574. DNL mod's best lap time is 7:15. So it really goes to show. Oh wait, where are they? DNL mod 7:15. Wow, they're 10 seconds a lap. It could be because that's their only clean lap. They might have had faster other laps. Mammogram's 4 seconds quicker than myself, which is not a lot after 12 miles. Thank you all for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.